Yo, it's your boy SosaLDN again. I'm back with another video. Now today I'll be going through my nighttime skincare routine. A nighttime skincare routine is just as important as a daytime routine. You want to go to bed looking good and waking up good at the same time. So without further ado, I'm going to get straight into it. First thing I'm going to use to wash my hands is Carex. You can use anything to wash your hands like I've said before. So I shall be back. I've just washed my face, as you can see. So the first product we're going to be using today is this. This is my African black soap. I got this from a place called Norwich, London. How long have I had this? I've had it for about a year now, or a year plus. I'm not actually sure if they still sell soap. I was checking online, so I'm not 100% sure, but I will drop a link in the description below of the black soaps I would recommend. I would also recommend any black soap or any soap you want to change in general. Always check your YouTube reviews or reviews in general. So with black soap, it does get soapy very quick, and it does also make your face very dry. So you only need a little bit. I'm not sure if you can see that. Just a little bit that you need. So I'm going to rub a little bit on my face, and the remaining on my hand I'm going to pull it on my facial spinner, and then we'll start to spin. So that's all we need. So let's see. Pull it on. Oh, did I lose that? Okay. As you can see, it does get soapy quite quick. So you can see I've only literally used it for a couple seconds, and you can see how soapy my face is. So the main that's on my hand, which is this, I'm gonna put this on my facial spinner. Another trick as well, when you're using your facial spinner, also wet your facial spinner, so when you are using it, it's easier, because it's also going to drag out some of the water as you're pulling it onto your face, if that makes any sense. So boom, here we go. Same thing I always tell you, make sure you get your T-zone, make sure you get everywhere. The nose, here, a lot of dirt builds up here, especially the sides so pimples come through. T-zone again, that's the place where I had loads of pimples coming up. So trust me, you don't want them pimples going up on you. You're gonna be a fine boy with no pimples. Get the edges again. Boom, 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 boom. Nearly finished. This does, after this, your face will feel quite dry. Black soap does have that effect. But that's what I think. That's one of the elements of black soap. It does make your face dry, but at the same time, it makes your face squeaky clean. And that's what we want. You want your face to be squeaky clean and fresh. So we're done. So I'm gonna be cleaning my face with my flannel. So we're gonna get everywhere. Just slowly does it, nice and slowly. You don't want to be in a rush. Just make sure you get off all the soap on your face properly. Nearly done. As you can see, I've got everywhere, and as you can see my skin, black soap makes your face squeaky clean. My face is very squeaky clean. It starts to get dry a little bit, but it's all part of the process. The next on my list, my face needs to still dry a little bit, but as we're letting it dry, next on my list is this glycolic toning acid solution by The Ordinary. I've been using this for about 6 months plus now. I would highly recommend it. One thing I will say though is, when I first started using it until now, I personally don't feel like it's as effective as when I first started using it. But in terms of making your skin smooth, hyperpigmentation, this is definitely one of the best things. The Ordinary have a very large range of other products which I think you should check out at very affordable prices. So definitely check it out. So just a little bit here on my cotton pad. Like I always say, I like to use the larger ones because they cover more, so it's easier. So not too much. And because this is a chemical, when I did have facial issues, I still use it now even though I don't have facial issues. I don't like to use too much. I don't use it every day, because sometimes my face personally, I have sensitive skin and it does have like a tingling effect sometimes. It does feel harsh. So when you're using it, just test the waters, see how it goes, and from there you know how often you should be or should not be using it. So when you get everywhere as usual, all your pores, make sure you get it in there. And the whole point of having this nighttime routine is you want to go to bed looking good and you wake up looking good. It's just simple as that. I get my neck as well. You don't have to do this, but if you do have beards or facial hair, a lot of dirt does build up here, so I do also use this here. And I also clean my nape. Always get that out. I'm not sure if you can see the dirt on this. So this is a combination of my under neck, nape and face, but still there's still quite a lot of dirt, and some of this is from my face, and we just use a facial spinner, so it goes to show there is still a lot of dirt deep within those pores even though you use a facial spinner. Boom, that's off my list. The next on my list, now in my last video on my morning care routine, I did speak about Ole Henriksen. I said I'd highly recommend this. I do understand for some people it might be too expensive because it is £44 and some people don't want to dish that out. I will also know they do have smaller size quantities online. It is much smaller, I think it's like £12 or so, but the bottle is much smaller than this. But in terms of an alternative, I have hyaluronic acid, which I've been using. This is by Balance. I've been using this for about a week now. Someone actually recommended it to me. So far so good. It's really good. I personally don't feel it's as good as the Ole Henriksen, but would I recommend this 100%? And it's 10 times much less expensive as the Ole Henriksen. I think I bought it for about £6 or £7. I will put a link in the description below. But the same thing with this. Just fill it up, press it, and then just pull it in your palm. Now the good thing about this is with the Ole Henriksen, you can't really be moving bougie because it's £44 a bottle, and unless you're a drug dealer you have £44 to spend every month, then you're good. So in your pores, in your face, make sure you get everywhere. Then pull it on my neck as well, under my neck. That's great. Sometimes with the Ole Henriksen, I did used to use some for my lips, because it is serum. It did actually, I would say, kept my lips in sync. I wouldn't recommend using this one on your lips because I just don't know. I just wouldn't recommend doing it. Boom. So that's more or less dry on my face. The next on my list will be same thing again, Shiseido sunscreen. Now I'm sure you're wondering, why would I use sunscreen at night? I personally use sunscreen morning routine, nighttime routine. You don't actually have to, I don't think, but I would recommend using it in nighttime. But I do know some people don't use sunscreen in nighttime because apparently it closes up your pores. But at the same time, it's up to you to see how your face is and just go with the follow the flow and see if it's good for you or not. Same thing again, just a little bit we're going to use. Because we are using the night time, you don't have to use as much as you use in the daytime. I just use a small quantity. So here we go. Make sure you get everywhere in your face, your corners. Make sure you really get it into your pores and you follow the motions. And use it on your neck as well. And then make sure you get in properly. And then yeah, we're done. As you can see, my skin's looking good. Came close up for you guys. As you can see, the next on my list is Cetaphil. I mentioned this also in my morning skincare routine. This is great. This is a great moisturizer. I've been using it for quite a long time. It doesn't feel too heavy, and it does actually penetrate your pores, so your skin does feel moisturized. Just a little bit that we need. And then we're just going to do the same thing, the same way we use the sunscreen. Make sure you get into every area of your face, especially around your eyes. Make sure it's moisturized. get into your pores. Obviously I have facial hair, so I'm sort of bound to how far I can go. But if you have a full face, then definitely moisturize your whole face, wherever your face stops, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's done. Great. Now next on my list is this. This is in Banana Bright Eye Cream by Ole Henriksen. I'm not sure if you can see that. Now, I wouldn't say you have to use a eye cream, especially if you're just starting out in your skincare routine and you don't want to splash quite a lot of money. I do completely understand that. I wouldn't say you have to have an eye cream. I personally don't use my eye cream every day, but I would highly recommend getting an eye cream. Since I have been using it, there has been a difference, so definitely I would say get some. So just gonna get a little bit of it. I'm just gonna slowly pull it on your eye. I don't actually rub mine in, I just leave it like that, because your eye area is very sensitive. So just get it gently and I'll just brush it across, and I leave it like that, nothing more, nothing less. Then the same thing for the other side of my eye. Slowly get the eye area. This eye area is very delicate, so whenever you're going there, just be very delicate of how you're doing it. That's done. Then next I'm going to be showing you one of the products I use to help my hyperpigmentation. So this is Ambi. I'm not sure if a lot of people know about this. So this is a fade cream. Now, because this is obviously a chemical, I didn't use it every day. I don't like to depend on facial products to help my skin get better. The main thing is natural products, and the main thing, to be completely honest, is drinking a lot of water. A lot of water will actually bring your skin back to its natural glow. A lot of people you see with glowy skin is actually also because they drink a lot of water, and you'd be surprised that drinking a lot of water will actually help your skin come back to its natural glow. So I'll show you how I use it. There's different ways and different methods of using it I've seen, but how I do, just get a little bit. So for example, I'm not sure if you can see, I've got a little dark spot here on my nose. What I'm gonna do is just gonna dab it. Perfect. I'm not gonna rub it in, you don't rub it in, you just leave it, you lather it on top, and perfect. I've also got another dark spot on the side here. I'm not sure if you can see that. So I'm just gonna lather it like that. Boom. Simple as that. That's all you have to do. You're not gonna rub it in or anything like that. That's how you use it. Just leave it, lather it on top. And it's weird because when I use this, I actually have to sleep on my back. I normally sleep on my chest, but because if you sleep on your chest, for example, as you're rolling over, within the first 5 minutes, this will probably come off. So it all depends on how you want to do it or how you want to sacrifice. Then yeah, that is my skincare routine done. And the last but not least is what I use, Aquaphor. This is a lip balm. I use this on my lips. Now, your lips is obviously part of your face routine, because the lips is on your face, of course. I use Aquaphor. This is better than Vaseline. Now, I'll be completely honest. I used to use Vaseline before. I used to use the brown one, I think that's coconut. They've got the green one, the aloe vera, and they've got the pink one, Rosy Lips. All of those Vaselines are trash. They just look good for packaging and stuff. But I'm not sure if you noticed, when they get dry, for example, they leave like a little, like a white overflow of your lips, and you wouldn't notice that if you're outside, because when the Vaseline is wearing out, it will just start turning white, and it's disgusting. And leaving it overnight, it's just not the one. If you are going to get Vaseline, I would highly recommend keeping it simple. Get the blue one, even though I wouldn't recommend it, because apparently Vaseline makes your lips dark. I don't know how true that is, but I personally use Aquaphor. Actually, one time I googled what is the best lip balm, and this was #1. Ever since then I've been using it, and it's been completely great, helping my skin. So this is definitely the winning team for me here. Just got a little bit, pull it on my lips. As you can see, we're all done. This is also the reason why I use this in the night is because you don't want to sleep with dry lips and you wake up with dry lips, because in the nighttime, like, your face needs moisture and your body's healing, is repairing itself. And a lot of times, I'm not sure if you've noticed, sometimes you go to bed and your lips will wake up just crusty, really dry. They'll just wake up like just dry and stuff. And if in the daytime you will still apply Vaseline and stuff, but it'll still be dry. So to avoid that, we use Aquaphor or whatever you want to use in the night time, and you wake up, your lips will feel very soft. Try it for yourself if you don't believe